Hey everybody, I'm back. We're here with part 8 of the summer series, and we're wrapping up the review of all the videos and talk about a few things. I've been reading your comments, trying to comment back to everybody. I've at least given you a like and a heart, letting you know that I've read it and that I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. Guys, all the love that's coming my way, I really appreciate it. Anybody that has any thoughts for another story that they want covered, that they want to see get some airtime and some out there, exposure, hit me up in the comments. Let me know. Um, I'll post and pin on some of my other videos my email address for this YouTube channel. It's not going to be the email address I use for everything else, of course, but the email address that I'm using for this YouTube channel, so you guys can contact me. Those of you that already put in the comments that you want to contact me, I've hit you back with that email address. I've not gotten your emails yet. I'm looking for them. I'm checking daily. That being said, hopefully I made some adjustments to the sound. Let me know if it's better. I'm working with what equipment I've got, guys. I apologize. I can't do much more for the sound than I've done now other than scream. And then I won't have a voice. So, but let's start out with hashtag justice for summer, hashtag bring summer home. Um, I want to start out. We're still working on the, as I call it, the creepy creepertons video. God, I've had some funny comments on the last one about those guys. And I promised that I was going to mention it here, so I'm just going to start out with it. Um, Somebody suggested a GoFundMe account for the wife, the Mrs. in there. If she's going to be on TV talking, that we need to help her out with her dental work. I I don't even know what to say. I laughed. It's funny because I ain't even go front. It already comes through my mind that, girl, you need to work on that. Your looks is nuts. Um, Up there, especially when you talk about other people. You know what I mean? Like, look, for real, let's keep it a band. I might have said something about Dawn didn't look clean, but I'm not sitting here looking like I ain't washed today, okay? So, that's all I'm gonna say on that one. But when Don was talking in the interview with Chris, he said that Grandma had never liked him and that she's the one that told the police about the gun he had in the car that was supposed to be a powder gun, like a muzzleloader type thing, and that he had bullets in it instead. I guess he had to modify it because from what I know, when I grew up with guns, muzzleloading, hunting, and such, you don't they don't usually give you an option. It is or it ain't. Now, and mine's more experienced with rifles and deer hunting type situations, so if I'm wrong, hey, please correct me and tell me I'm wrong. Y'all, I've developed a thick skin. I've been through a lot, and I'm still sitting here smiling and laughing and talking to you. And that's the message that I want to put out to my survivors. You might have been a victim at one time, but you can be a survivor, and you have a voice here. This is something. Summer's one thing we're gonna cover, but we're gonna do more. We're gonna get into DV, and it's gonna be all about women and children here. That's it. Period. And let them say what they want to about me, because at least they're letting somebody else rest. But he told Chris that Grandma was the one, that told the police. When he's talking to the Creepy Creeperton crew, he said that Candace and Jose were the one that told the police. It's just every time Don talks, he says something different. And that's why I have trouble believing him. I'm not saying, listen, let me make this crystal clear. I'm not saying that he did something to make his child disappear. I work for the cops. I don't know. But what I am saying is, Don, you're not a truth teller. You're not a truth teller. You know, when you lie, it's hard to remember. It's what they say. It's hard to remember, and you got to tell one lie and another lie to cover it up, and then you got to get back to the original lie, and you forgot. And that's what I'm seeing with you in general as a person. I just have a hard time believing you and liking you, and I'm sorry. And God knows, look, I said Candace need to hire her own lawyer. You need to hire one too. Forget a PR team. You wasting some money right there. But what I don't understand is all these times that you're out here, this is my thing that I have with Candace and Dawn. Because we ain't even talking about H and Allie. Because, listen, ugh, y'all want me to talk about them because I ain't got nothing to say good. My thing was, when he was asked to tell about his happiest memory was summer. This man couldn't even come up with one good memory. All we hear about is twirling on his finger. We've heard that 50 times. What about something y'all did together? Like, I can tell you real quick. Ask me for a memory about my grandbaby. I'm going to tell you about us going to see Thomas. I'm going to tell you 5 things that happened. And I can rattle that off real quick. I don't got to, and figure it out. It's right there. I got videos and pictures too, bruh. Because I'm proud. I'm happy. And I don't understand that. And then this is a mama talking. And please don't sit here and tell me I don't know how it feels to have my child missing, because y'all don't know what I've been through. The ones that saying that. I'm not talking about my subs and viewers and the people that's in my comments, because you guys are the most respectful people I've ever had out there in my life and showing me much love. I'm talking about the little trolls and these other YouTubers talking ish about another one. How you gonna listen? Stop throwing shade when you're standing under the tree yourself. Creepy Creeperton crew. Ain't nobody got time for that. We all got lives to live. We ain't got time for your BS. We just being real here. And we have a safe place where we can discuss and say our opinions no matter whether we agree or disagree, period. But facts is, this man was asked, and they couldn't even, listen, the dude that asked him couldn't even cover the shock on his face. Go back and look at his expression. He might not have commented, and he might have kissed Don's little flat booty, okay? But look at his face when Don can't come up with a memory. Just look at it. Tell me one parent that can't sit here and say that that was some straight bull. Okay. And then Don made a comment that he takes the boys to work with him all the time, right? And then keep watching in the video when he says that. I take the boys to work with me all the time. I swear to y'all, it's less than 5 minutes, probably less than 2 minutes later, and I wrote it down. Because he turns right around and says that he didn't take the boys to work with him often. Swear. I mean, that is the biggest crock of horse shit I ever heard in my life. You contradict yourself. That's the problem. Everybody who's out here, why are you coming at this parent that's got a missing kid? Because you listen to him talk for 10 minutes and he tells you the same thing 7 different ways, which means he's lying. He's lying. I said it. You're a liar. Shit. I'm tired. Like I said before, the kid gloves is off. Dawn, you're a liar. Just plain simple. Ain't no ways about it. Just plain simple country speak. One country folk to another. You're a liar. You're not telling the truth. I don't know how to be nice on it, because I'm over being nice. Somebody wasn't nice to Summer, she'd still be here. And I'm tired of saying that the dogs wasn't there and all that, because okay, 2 points. Dawn swears that the dogs wasn't there, okay? First of all, number 1, how the hell you know? You was at work. Remember your lies, Dawn. Remember your lies. Let me help you. Number 2, Candace complained because they didn't know that the police were bringing dogs in that day when they come. They hadn't had a chance to corral and put their dogs up. So if the dogs wasn't there, would it have mattered? No. Another lie. 3, there's been videos posted, and I think EquiSearch was one of them, And the other, I'm not sure who it was that posted them, but there's been like videos posted of pictures from that day, from the day Summer went missing, where Don's standing at the white truck right after he arrived and stuff, and the police are on scene. Their dogs are in them pictures. Stupid. Your dogs are in those pictures, dummy. If you're gonna lie, can you be smarter about it? Can you at least give us something to try to have a hard time picking it out? Gosh, if this is why I have a hard time saying that Don committed or planned or did this crime, y'all. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a man. I'm not defending the man at all. Y'all know better than that. I mean, you should already know better than that from the other 7 videos I've already done. But somebody had to help him, or it wouldn't be this long. He'd have been locked up. If he planned to commit this crime himself, he'd have done been locked up and tried and convicted and sentenced like 4 days ago. If they have a real bunch of dumb luck, or somebody with more of a brain is helping it. And I've been said that, but it is what it is. And again, I made another note about Don's voice and cadence and attitude, body language, everything throughout this video being different than the videos before and the telephone interview that he had. And a viewer made a good point. He probably was, because they say that they talked to him repeatedly before they ever did this video and whatnot. And that they've had daily conversations, and that's just creepy in itself. The girl talking about she's talking to Don every day. I couldn't do it. I just anyway. Don also admits during the interview that he assumed that Chris was recording him. So stop whining, everybody, Don included. Stop whining. You just said you assumed it. Even if you weren't told, you assumed. Anybody with half a brain in this situation that's talking to somebody that's a main character here is going to record it. If you don't, then you need assistance. You should, because you need to record it so you can't be accused of saying or doing something you didn't do, especially something illegal or something that you can be sued for. I mean, that's common sense, in my opinion. In my little opinion. This is all about Nita's opinion, because we in Nita's world right now. In here, it does revolve around me. Hey! Yeah. That being said, let's get on to the next point. Some things just irk me. I'm sorry. Now, and you know what? I'm going to stop saying I'm sorry. You guys have told me to. It's just part of my vocabulary, I guess. I'm so used to apologizing. And you know, when we get into talking about DV and SA, I think we'll find that from what I learned in therapy, that is often... Look, I just did a tongue jet, y'all. That's often... Sorry, I couldn't help it. That's often something, though, that we get so used to apologizing to the person that committed the DV and SA against us to try to mitigate the instances of DV, that it becomes second nature to us. So, on with the story. I made a comment, and this is the last thing I have actually written about that interview, because I got to the point I was like, F them. The eyes are the windows to the soul. And when he's sitting there doing the interview, and I'm going to keep saying he, because the only name I want to actually give voice to is Summer. Summer. When he's sitting there doing that interview, he, just look in his eyes, dude. It's not a good feeling. It really isn't. And I think my DV and SA survivors that are here, we have like a sixth sense, because we've been through it. We feel it. We recognize it, you know. Just like anything else in life. Once you've dealt with it and you've been through it, you can pick up on it. Like, my BS meter goes ding, 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 ding every time he starts talking. Candace is not much better. I just have, it's hard. It's hard on me for her because I feel bad for her. I can tell whether she owns it and admits it or anybody else does. In my opinion, she herself is a victim. And she's still a victim because she's not in survivor mode yet and may never be. And we can't make her. But, and somebody said you can't blame somebody because they're a victim. That means you can't never blame nobody. Somebody had to start some shit. Somebody had to be the first. Everybody can't be a victim. Somebody had to be the first. And somebody has to break the chain. And once you get to a certain age, I'm sorry, I can't feel sorry for your ass no more. Own it. You're a grown person. You know, you got a whole job. Don's sitting here telling us he got a $600 a month car payment. That's more than most people's house payments, at least around where I live. It's more than people pay for their rent a month. So you're working and doing that. You need to own what you have done. And I don't see that. And I did see a video and an article that I read that says that some stuff's already in the works in Utah as far as Dawn and those charges. Clap! Kudos! Hell yeah! Get him! Get him! And if it has to do with my advice and you guys writing in, sending in, pictures, screenshots, audio and video copies of his interviews, if it has to do with Chris sending it in, any other person, YouTuber, or the stepsisters going to the DA and going to the authorities, whoever, clap. Need a clap to you. Thumbs up. Powers to the people, whatever you want to say. Because you know what? You earned it. And you'll get your day in court. You'll get your day in court to prove everybody wrong. And to not absolutely, to refute those allegations or whatever. But just remember, you owned it. You owned it. And what you did that really pissed off every DVSA survivor out there is when you said that this girl that's 7 years younger than you, and you said you were 15, she said you was 12 when it first started. So let's be kind to Dawn. Let's say he was 15. Let's do 15 minus 7. That means she was 9 years old. And you come out your mouth and you said she's just as guilty as you are. Dawn, you're full of shit. I don't know how else to say it. And you're a POS. And Lord, forgive me, listen, I might have violated YouTube community standards all over the place in this video. And if I do and they take it down or flag me or whatever, I'm sorry. Not sorry. Because I'm just telling you how I feel. I feel like that Summer needs a voice. Summer. Justice for Summer. Hashtag justice for Summer. Hashtag bring Summer home. Hashtag we're giving Summer a voice here. Here. We're speaking for Summer. Here. And right here in this video, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to speak for her right here. Why in every interview, since the very first one, the Summer on the Mount, every interview, every one of these people have done, how many times have they said Summer's name? Again, they ain't told us nothing about what her likes and dislikes are, showed us her favorite stuff, just like I said before. But I'm going to take it a step further. Why is everything out their mouth? I feel this way. We feel this way. Me, I, we, I. Who gives a shit? I don't care how you feel. And anybody that wants to say I'm a POS for dragging the parents or whatever, go ahead. Go ahead. I can take it. I could take it. I'll take it to put Summer out there. And to draw attention to the fact that they're not sitting here saying, how many times they said bring Summer home? How many times they said they want justice for Summer? How many times have they asked the public to help them help Summer? How many? No, they too busy worried about making themselves look good. We ain't even hired an attorney to help. We said, okay, you're out here attacking the FBI, TBI, EquiSearch, Chris, every YouTuber, everybody you can think of. You're attacking them. You're coming at them if they don't kiss your little butt and agree with you. Correct? But instead of hiring a lawyer to help make sure that the police do what you want them to do, because you say they're not investigating in the way that they should. And why don't hire an attorney to help you make them do it? No, you gonna hire a PR person so you can make yourself look better. Where do they do that at? Where do they do that at? Again, that ain't doing nothing for your missing 5-year-old kid. You worried about how you look. You're worried about how you appear. First thing you can do is go take a shower. That's the first thing you can do to look better. The second thing you can do to look better is not tell one thing and then 5 minutes later say another one. And you do it every time. You do it within the same interview. Forget interview to interview, how much you do it. You do it within the same interview. And then you and Candace can't get y'all stories together for shit. But again, it's all about y'all. Every time she talks, every time you talk, it's about your feelings, your thoughts, your wants, your desires, how much you love Summer, how much you miss Summer, how much your heart hurts. Hell, what about Summer? What about Summer? Why has no one answered my question? I'm going to keep screaming it too. And y'all can think I'm crazy. People can mitigate it, make fun of me. But where's Summer's puppy? Where's Summer's puppy? Could Summer's puppy have been used in luring her to go with whoever took her? I'm just saying, is it possible? Again, whoever took her, and if you infer that I'm speaking about her parents, that's your problem. Whoever took her knew that land. They knew their habits and where she would be. They knew how to get her out quick, fast, and easy. They knew her, I believe. Because I believe if she was taken and abducted from that land by anybody, even her parents, she walked out of there. She cooperated. She didn't make a stink. She didn't alert the animals or anybody else that might have been on her side, possibly. Even the neighbors that would have heard something. And there has to be a very minimal number of people involved in this. Because the more people that get involved in something, the more likely somebody is to talk. And I don't know about y'all, but I ain't too dadgum scared of Don. I wouldn't want him touching me, and I'm scared of him being around kids. That's another thing. Another thing about the creepy creeper in the interview. I don't believe that was his church, their church that he was at, but whoever's church he was at. Y'all can't. Is it just me, or did it really creep y'all out with the kids' voices playing in the background, given the history we know Don has with children? It creeped me out. I thought it was borderline criminal and stuff. It gave me the willy. I didn't like that. I just don't think the man ought to be able to be anywhere there's kids. At least until he's proven innocent of the SA that he's being accused of in the past. And we're not talking about Summer. We're not talking about Summer when it comes to that. We're talking about what Don has said and what he's been accused of, what he's admitted to. I want him around my babies. Y'all want him around yours? And I want to make a comment. We would ask certain creepy creeperdom people if they want him around theirs, but from what I understand, they didn't even want to be around theirs. Anyway, I digress, and I'm not going to throw shade no more that way. What I will say is, I thought it was really creepy and a little borderline disgusting that he was there and we could hear these little kids laughing in the background. And as a parent, let me ask y'all this. As a parent, if that was your daughter that was missing and you're doing an interview and you're hearing I mean, over the interview, the way it was set up, and we couldn't see him and everything, but we could hear him. It almost was like a ghost story thing in the background. But as a parent, if Summer was your child and you're doing that interview and you're hearing these little kids playing and giggling and laughing in the background, could you have kept it together like that? Stone faced. And why did Candace keep calling? Didn't she know where he was at? Ain't she supposed to be a victim? I mean, I don't want to judge her because I've been in her position, as far as if she is a DV as a victim, I've been there. And I'm trying my best not to be judgmental. I don't think she's speaking more from her choice. I think it's other choice. I really do. I think that she may have spoke out too much and might have gotten in trouble. And I think the outpouring of assistance that came her way kind of made her be more isolated, given her situation. Maybe somewhat not by choice, but a little by her choice to mitigate certain things, having been in that situation. But at some point, we got to find our voice. And right now, I don't understand why these family members, and I include Grandma here, because she could just as easily be on any kind of site she want to be. She could post a YouTube video with nothing but her voice advocating for Summer. And I ain't heard none of them do that. And I got a problem with it. A big one. A big one. Now, I saw Dawn walk through the little dog trail out there. Nobody focused on this. It's a couple, 2, 3, maybe car lengths where it comes out down from their driveway entrance. And there's a little pool off there. Could Dawn, Candace, or anybody that's been on their land a lot have pulled off there and went through that dog trail? Sure. And come out right there? Absolutely. I'm sure they could have. I'm sure that somebody, but it's got to be somebody that's been there a lot to know that exists and where it comes out. And they also had to be somebody that knew when Summer was going to be home and knew that she often was sent down into that basement area by herself. And I think it was known by their friend circle because I heard Allie mention it in her video. Another thing I want to say real quick before I get cut off by my phone. The picture in the video that's posted that Grandma accidentally took, police off the cuff had someone, it's a forensic scientist. I want to say that it's like I can't think of the name of them, the people that do the autopsies. She's worldwide accredited, and they stated all her credentials and all that crap. She said that unequivocally that she could tell based on the picture in the video and her limited other pictures to compare about skin tone, skin color, and everything that she knows, nail beds, all this kind of stuff, that in that video and in the picture, Summer was still alive. She didn't say if she was artificially asleep. And I mean, was she given something to knock her out? She didn't say any of that. I have several different theories. One of my big ones is, look, yes, somebody could have pulled on that pull off, went through that little trail, grabbed Summer's puppy, got her attention, got her to unlock the door. They opened it. She came out, whatever. I do believe that. I mean, Dawn does state that the boys often left that door unlocked and they fussed at them for it. There's a lot of inconsistencies about whether the door was locked or not. First, Candace says it was locked tight, locked in, locked out. Nobody in, nobody out. All doors locked. Then she says she don't know if it was locked. Dawn said it was unlocked. So I don't know. He also says that Summer was able to open and unlock the door. Candace never really states that, but she does say that she often went out the door and played right there with her toys, and we can see the little trail she's run from there to the swing. So all that's possible. Guys, it's about to cut me off. Get back at me with your thoughts. And I want to say thank you to all of you guys. You are appreciated. My next video, we're going to discuss the theories of what happened. We're at that point. And that'll be coming sometime in the next 24 hours because I got to work. I got to go to work in about 4 hours from right now. I'm going to try to get some rest. I finally got little man to sleep. I love you all. Thank you. You are appreciated. You are respected. And this is a safe haven for all of you guys to express however you feel. Thank you. Much love. Justice for summer. Free summer.